And here we need to ask ourselves, did Allah inspire Umar? Actually, Muhammad, he says, if there is a prophet shall come after me, it should be Umar. You believe it? Because obviously Umar, he noticed that Muhammad is a scam. I am the one who said that. You take it, you put it in the Quran. He noticed it right away. That's why he says, my Lord, agree with me. Do you see it? He's not stupid. He is the one who said those things. And he noticed, he says something, Muhammad, he make it Quran. He go to Muhammad, he says something in the morning, Muhammad, he says, Allah, he give me this. Like, I am the one who said that to you just yesterday. So Umar, he is not stupid, he noticed. And Muhammad, in order to bribe Umar, he starts saying good things about Umar. If there is a prophet, there will be after me, it should be Umar, because he agreed, he must be a prophet too. How he can shut him up? So all Muhammad's stories is coming from collection. This is why it's very hard to track Islam as a religion, because Islam is not a religion by itself. Islam is a collection of stories, gods, deity, paganism, black stone, vaginal. Black stone, we showed you many times. If you remember my debate with the Sheikh last time, we played yesterday, when I showed him that it says, here we go, this is your tafsir, this is your book. The women, they used to touch their vagina when they have their period, and they place it inside the black stone so they can get babies. Did he dare to say this is a lie? So why Muhammad adopt the black stone if this is what the black stone was? And Allah, he need to send a stone so the Muslim will know where to build the stone, to build the Kaaba. But as I know, Muslim, they claim that the one who built the Kaaba first time, it was the angels. And let us say Allah, he sent a stone from heaven. So what? There's millions of stones coming from the space. But as we know, the Arab always worship stones. And if they could not find a good stone, even they make one. We used to worship stones, and when we found a better stone than the first one, we would throw the first one and take the later. But if we could not get a stone, then we could collect some earth, which means dirt, and bring a sheep, and we milk it on them, on the dirt, and perform tawaf. You see the tawaf? Tawaf is going around this thing. This is pagan, pure pagan practice. Was exist before Muhammad and nothing new. When they see any, this is a desert, so it's easy to find like rocks, strange rocks, because it's sand, pure sand. There's nothing but sand. So when they see a strange looking rock, which obviously is a meteor, they take it and they worship it. And anytime they find something better, they throw the first one and they come with the other one. They replace it. Do we have any Muslim here? You have an objection for what we are saying? As you see, we never said anything without proving it. Now, we go to something more important. How Allah, he got the 3 daughters. What made the Arab believe that Allah have 3 daughters? Any Muslim? What make the Arab believe in that? What kind of belief that? Why did he have 3 daughters? Why don't he have 1? What about 2? Why he have Al-Lat and Al-Uzza? Who is Al-Lat? Sometimes I try not to go in details because it's too much, and maybe some of us cannot handle too much information. Al-Lat is, as all words are not, those are not Arabic words, have nothing to do with the Arab. Arab are following religions. They are not making religion. They add things, you know. They have them some fabrication, yes, but they are followers. Allat, it's coming from the Babylon land, and the origin of it is Allatu. Allatu, and Allatu mean the goddess, female god. So this is not the name really. This is not the name. El El by itself is a word meaning God. El Latu, God Latu. But Latu here present another God. There was a God who controls supposedly the lower world. There's lower world, there's higher world. So this God who controlled the lower world, and she is a female who have wings, and she wear a crown which is having like two horns. Let me see if I can find a picture. We need an authentic picture, not not something is made, you know, painting or anything. I'm trying to find. Anyway, the only picture I have now is this, but it should be there's other one. This is like contain the three together supposedly. But then if we go and investigate those Latu, or this Lat and Al-Uzza and Manat, we will find that they are not coming even from like maybe the name is coming from there, but they have other names. All the European and the Mediterranean, they used to worship almost like same gods, but the name changed depend in the location, depend on the language. So there was a god, it's called Arshakikal, and that this is the woman which is called Allatu. So Arshakikal, which the people of the Babylon or the people of Iraq, they used to call her short name Allatu, was the god who is in control of bad things can happen to us. And she used to have a minister, and this minister he was connection between her and the higher gods, because the reason she was God sent down to the ground, because simply she was kind of punished, she did something bad, but she is God is still. And then when the minister, he convinced the God, which supposedly I believe is Allah in this case, the higher God, he replaced her with someone he's called, or I don't know what the name, and let me see what is the name in English. Do you remember before we said to you there was a female who tried to have sex with the angels Harut and Marut according to Islamic mythology? Her name is Az-Zahra. Az-Zahra. Az-Zahra supposedly is a Venus, and then there's other name for her depend in the country, like Aphrodite, Venus, Asharut, Ishtar. So, but the same person have many names. It's not like different person. So this is supposedly it is going to be the replacement. So the replacement will we send down, and then the other god Allatu will go up. It was Venus. She will be punished, and she will be sent down to live down. If you read the Muslim story, if you remember, after Venus or Zuhra, the Arabic name, she had sex with the two angels, Harut and Marut, which we find in the Quran. And those are angels where Allah He sent them down to teach magic. After they have sex with her, they gave her the password to go to Allah, to heaven, which means she will become more powerful. But after they have sex with her and they gave her the password, she start going up to the heaven, so she can conquer and take the place of Allah. Allah He heard about what she did, and she is coming. So Allah He cursed her, and He made her the star Venus, or the planet Venus. And by the way, this is what the Muslims believe, not me. And here you will see how Islam is mixed with Islam is not mixed only, it is a fiction. All of it is a fiction. If you read this story, you will see how crazy it is. Allah He sent two angels to teach magic. I mean, do you need to be a genius to notice that this cannot be God? Allah He sent two angels to open a school. It's called Harry Potter School. You join it and you learn how to make magic. And what the point of this magic? To teach how the man, how we can make a man hate his wife and divorce. Sorcery. Do you see it? Those angels, they are willing to teach you. They teach you magic. But they teach you, they say, hello, hello, disclaimer, Allah sent us to teach magic, we open school, but you have to know that this is temptation from Allah trial, and we teach you how this magic, our specialty is how to make the wife and the husband fight. And this is how always people understood how two couple, they used to be in love. With Venus. The love God, the sex God, the beauty God. So how they used to be in love together, and then a year or 2 years after they want to go for divorce and they hate each other. What happened? It must be the magic which is coming in the Babylon tower. Do you see it? Do you see it, people? So if you ever have a problem with your wife or your husband, my friend, it is Allah. Allah He taught somebody to do magic to both of you. Now for sure magic is stupid, we don't believe in it. Somebody might say, well, the Bible speak about the magic of Moses. No, this is how they saw the miracle of Moses as magic, but Moses did real miracle, not a magic. The Bible teach there is sorcery. Sorcery is a practice, but we don't believe in it. Nobody can control me. Here we go, control me by your magic. Control Trump. Control Putin. You can destroy the whole world. And the paganism belief go in the roots of Islam all the way deep, not only in the branches, to the point even Muhammad himself, he claimed that he was a victim of the black magic, and he himself, he was bewitched. So Muhammad, in order to explain why he do stupid things, which he cannot explain, he cannot give excuse to it. So what is the excuse? I was bewitched, which means somebody is out there controlling me, and don't blame me. You see, if I convince you that I'm bewitched, then you cannot be upset from me. You know what I mean? A person who under the idea of bewitched, what is that? What bewitched mean? It's mean this guy, he lost control of what he do. Which mean you are saying he is not really he is a victim himself. He is not a criminal. So he do things he have nothing to do with it. He was bewitched. And always the pagan, they believe in the bewitching to explain something they cannot explain. If someone, especially if someone, sometimes he act normally and sometimes he acts stupid or crazy, how they can explain that? So their knowledge is limited. Like somebody, he have two different personality, schizophrenia, right? They call it schizophrenic. So how we can explain that he said something now and then later he deny he said it or he did it? We say he was bewitched. And Muhammad, he used the mythology of the Arab for his purpose always. And now he is using the mythology of the Arab who believe in the bewitching to protect himself from a bad behavior he do. So don't blame me. And then he come with a story that somebody took some hair of him and Allah he sent 2 angels and they cut like they put him in the table, as you see the story here, 3 angels, because Muhammad bewitching became so horrible to the point he can imagine himself having sex, but in fact he was not having sex with the wife. It was maybe the goat or maybe the pillow. So Allah he sent the 3 angels and they will discover what the problem with this guy. So you will see here Muhammad in the story here, he fabricated a new story saying the prophet continued for such and such a period, imagining that he had slept sexual intercourse with his wife, but in fact he did not. Okay, hold on. How we can trust Muhammad that he was seeing angels? Maybe he was imagining too. Even this guy, even his sex is not real. Even his sex is fiction. As long as you admitting that his sex was not real, he imagined. Okay, what is the guarantee? How many times during this time when he was suffering from these issues, we do not know for how long, he said things that Allah gave him. Let us say Muhammad was suffering from such a problem for a short time, but doesn't matter, he's a prophet. People come and ask him questions about what to do, what not to do. So Allah he sent down 3 angels, and one of them is Jibreel. One of the angels says to Jibreel, what's wrong with this man? So Muhammad he admit something wrong with him. Correct? What the story guys saying, not me. The story is saying that one of the angels asked the other angel, what's wrong with this man? So they are coming for a rescue because there is something wrong. Right? Can a Muslim says I'm making things up? As you say, this is the reference in front of you. There is obviously something wrong. The other one replied, he says, oh, he's under the effect of magic. And then they, etc. Somebody took some hair from him, he stuck it into blah 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 blah, and he hid it somewhere, blah 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 blah. I mean, it's a stupid story. The story alone here is enough to prove to us that Muhammad is nothing but a liar. He can choose between he's mentally ill, as you see, he's imagining things. How we know that even this story here is nothing but imagining too? Let us say I'm a Muslim, God forbid, and now I see this story, and you are saying to me the story itself saying that the prophet he imagined he did something or he saw something, but in fact he did not. How I can trust that this story itself is nothing but imagination? You guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Are we following? The story itself saying to us that this guy imagined. Okay, what if this is all his imagination? Even the story where it says Allah he sent him 3 angels to save him. How stupid this religion is. How I can trust this man after this? This guy, even his sex, have no witness for it. Muhammad, he went to 7 heaven, there was nobody saw him. He came from the 7 heaven, nobody saw him. He went to Jerusalem, nobody saw him. By the way, yesterday I was in Japan, and in my way I stopped in China, which is next to Brazil. And in Brazil, it was very cold because it's in the North Pole. And then in my way, I stopped in Philippines, which is close to the Argentina. And then, you know, in my way, I said to myself, let us buy some shopping in Dubai, you know, because Dubai is right in the middle of city of Mexico. And then I came back, and you asked me, okay, do you have witnesses? I say no, no witnesses. I mean, who need witnesses with a guy like Muhammad, who dare even to say, do you have witnesses? No witnesses. Right? And then we can go and see, like, as an example, Muhammad not only he took from the Persian stories, not only from the Sabian story, even the Arab, they used to call him a Sabian. The ablution of Muslim is Sabian. Putting their hand over their face and with the water, Sabian. If I show you, you know, let me see if I can find you a video made by the Sabian themselves. They are still exist. The Sabian are not dead. If you remember the when ISIS came, they start killing them and raping them, you know. There's a video, it shows you exactly how the Sabian, made by the Sabian, how they do ablution. Let us see. I cannot play the video, so nobody, you know, they don't claim copyright. I don't think they care for copyright, those people, Sabian, but the Muslim play games. Here we go. Let us see where we can find you the Sabian doing ablution. I wish I can play the video for you, by the way. I have it in front of me, but I'm trying to find where exactly. There's many videos of them. I'm trying to find which one showing how they do the ablution. Not this one. Anyway, I made a video about it actually before, about how they do ablution. Let us see. See, the video is long and it's hard to find. All right, let's see this one. Okay, this is the I found the video. All right, this is the video. Those are Sabian from Iraq. I will post the link for you, and you tell me how they do ablution. I'm not going to play the video. You can watch it later. They do ablution exactly the same as Muslims. Actually, I did not watch it, but I'm assuming they are. He's doing ablution. Let me be sure.